The hate is real. The hate is real. It's not a myth. It ain't no myth. That shit is real. That shit is really real. One thing about America, it's always going to show you that the hate is real. One thing about America, it's always going to show you how the hate, that shit is real. Ain't no myth, ain't no fairy tale, ain't no fable about it. The hate is really real. You see how real it is. You see how real it done got, right? You see how real that shit done got. For all the people that been pushing, been saying, there's no such thing. We all love each other. We all love each other. There's no hate. I'm gonna start it off by saying this. Hate, I've always said hate. To hate someone is to cancel them, to want to cancel them. You know, off them, unalive them, kill them. To hate is to kill. To hate is to kill. Real shit. I don't understand. I don't think people understand the meaning of hate. Like the people trying to move the goalposts on the definitions of shit. It's like, no, hate means cancel, man. Hate means if I could, I would. That's what hate means. Hate means if I could, I would. I heard somebody say this today. They said it reminds me of the 60s. They said it reminds me of the 60s, and I'm like, damn. And I've heard that before. I've heard it from several people. I ain't from the 60s, so I ain't really take heed, meaning I'm in now. I'm right here in now, so I can only tell you about now. Yeah, I know the history. I understand. I understand what my people done been through. I understand that what this country done been through. I understand. I'm not dismissing that. I'm in the now, though. I'm in the now. The hate is real. You know, and if you ask me, I would always been able to tell you that. The hate is so real. The hate is so real that you might get it from your own. Somebody look just like you. That's just how you know. That's the reality of it. That's the truth. But I don't stop there. I don't let that discourage me. I don't let that discourage me. I take my precautions. I take my precautions or what have you. You know, don't fuck with this one, don't fuck with that one or what have you. You know, don't be in this environment or whatever. You know, like I said in my live the other day, you know, stay dangerous. You know, stay dangerous. Meaning stay safe, be safe. You know, practice discernment. I've had to learn that growing up. I've had to learn before I even knew the word, what the term discernment was. But all I can say is, nah, I got my plight with the biggest with the bigger picture. With the big fish. The big fish is the system that I'm in. You know, the hate is real, man. The hate is real. I would even say it's so real that even the motherfuckers that get unalive due to pushing hate, they would be able to tell you that it's real. I know that sounds like very elementary, but I'm meaning like, especially speaking of what just transpired, you know, what just happened. I'm sure that cat would. I'm sure he wouldn't trade in his kids and his wife. I'm sure he wouldn't trade in his kids and his wife, his whole lifestyle, for what he was preaching. I don't think he wanted to trade it in like that, but maybe he did. Has anybody asked that? The hate is so real that would you trade it? Would you trade your whole, you know what I mean, your loved ones, your children? Would you trade everything in for that? Sometimes the hate is that real. The hate be that real, you know what I mean? Sometimes the hate be that real. The eyes be red, you know what I mean? Blood boiling, motherfuckers is just, you know, gnashing teeth, foaming out the mouth. And they totally just disregard, you know, they home life. Totally just disregard their family, their children, their kids, their offspring. Think about that. The hate is that real. The kids ain't even old enough to even comprehend what's going on. They will one day, of course. Like we all do. We all, you know, that's the inevitable. We all reach that point where we're like, oh, wow. Like my mother said, oh, your eyes is open now. When it happened to me, she realized my eyes was open. Like I was able to distinguish, you know, different. Like I had a particular insight, shall I say, insight on something, and she was like, "Oh, damn, you understand, like you see, you feel." That's like, to me, that's maturity. That's maturity. How many of you could say that as a black, you know, man or woman? Once you start seeing how things move, you know, the logistics of things, or, you know, how things politic. You know, they dub it as woke nowadays. There's levels to it. There's levels to it. So I don't expect nobody to be a fan or whatever. I'm not about having fans and shit. They done shadow ban my shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you hear this, hey, you know, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, what have you. You know what I mean? Because I talk on many different topics like this all the time. But back to what I was saying, you know, the hate is real, man. The hate is real, and it's what's happening. What's happening right now is something I believe. This is what I believe. It's never happened ever in this in the existence in the society in any time period of the earth. You know, this has never happened. Like, yeah, people might try to align it up and parallel it with the '60s and shit. Nah, I think this is a little more deeper, especially with the internet. Especially with the internet. You know, we getting information. You know what I mean? We getting information so fast that, you know, some people react. You don't even know how to register it, how fast you get the information. You seeing shit that you ain't never seen. You might have an imagination or what have you, but it's different when you actually see shit, feel what you feel. Feeling is major. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. The amazing, the euphoric, all of it. All of it, you know, feeling is amazing. Feeling is important, shall I say. Yeah, feeling is essential. Yeah, I might have to do a whole live about that, like, in itself. Feelings is major. For fuck's sake, your president right now, the orange man, the pink man is running off emotions right now. You got somebody running at commander-in-chief that's running off emotions right now, running off feelings right now. You often work for a motherfucker that runs off feelings. On a daily. But yeah, I'll make a whole live about that. Right now I'm talking about the hate is real. The hate is real, man. The hate is real, people. Real shit. Real shit. Be right back. Look, the hate is so fucking real. What's going on? Look, you being shown all the people that had. It could be your neighbors, your coworkers, whoever whoever you come across nowadays. You're being shown who felt what, who believed in what, just based off of you know a loud voice being taken out, a loud voice being quieted. You're being shown how real that hate was. Not everybody was shall I say courageous as the homeboy, as dude. Not everybody got it in them. What the Mexicans say, the cojones. Not everybody got the nuts, the balls to say what he said or be on the stance on the level of what he was on. But you can honestly see that man had a cult behind him, bigger than what you even probably thought. A lot of us didn't even know about dude. I ain't even know about dude. I can say I've heard of him. I probably seen one clip of the dude, and it wasn't something that I subscribed to. So you put it by the wayside. You're like, oh, of course I know that's out there. Of course I know that's out there. Like I didn't even know that Trump actually was like damn near best friends with the nigga. I did not know that shit. Not saying I didn't already look at Trump with knowing that Trump already is on that type of time, on that type of evil, you know what I mean? Hating. He has that hate in him, or what have you. As you can see, the man's health is depleting. This man's health is in, like most of them. I know you see these motherfuckers out here on the regular, on the common man level. I know you see them. Sores on their skin, they overweight, they fucking, all that, high blood pressure, all of it, diabetes, all of it. You can already see that. Fat heads and big backs and all that shit. Y'all know you see all of it. Then on the flip side, you got the drug addicts, like, you know what I mean? Even they walk with they nose tooted up next to a black man. You ever had a fucking homeless white person damn near stare at you, trying to look through you? Like they can't stand that you just pulled up on them. They ain't even gonna ask you for $1. Some of them do, They put their little pride to the side and be like, shit, man, maybe I can break through that barrier of I know black people, they forgiving. I know black people are forgiving. So let me ask this man. I know he gonna give it to me. I know he gonna give me a couple dollars. What they don't know is they dealing with the ancestors times 1,000 to like the nth power. They dealing with the ancestors times 1,000. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. Nah, I'm not gonna rub it in your face or none of that shit. Matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this. I don't even see you there. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you. You ain't gonna pose a threat. You can see it in my demeanor. That's why I say most of them don't even fix their lips, fix their mouth to even ask for a couple dollars. If anything, they'll just do that long stare shit, like, damn, this is where my life done ended. They got their whole life flashed before their eyes, like, damn, now I'm on the side of the road with a sign in my hand, and a black man just pulled up in a truck. You know, his beard lined up, his hair lined up, his skin glistening and shit. Like, he looks healthy. And me, I'm on the side of the road fucking dirty, you know. Just came down off a high, but I'm still on some, on that. At once upon a time, I was like extreme, like homeboy. I was extreme with it, like, you know. He lived rent free in my fucking mind. That's all I thought of is fuck black people, fuck black men, fuck black women, fuck black kids. And now look at me. I'm sitting here. I ain't washed in like a month. I don't even think about washing my ass. I don't even, you know what I mean? I ain't ate nothing. I'm the right skin color for all the privilege. Like, I got $1 million worth of fucking privilege. And here it is. I'm sitting here on the side of the road and I'm asking, you know, people for money and shit. Asking people for a couple dollars. And little do they know, I'm not even going to go get no food. I'm not even going to go get no room to wash my ass or nothing. I'm not even going to go get none of that. Nah. I'm actually going to go get a fix. Yeah, I'm going to go get a fix. Because I'm deep in this shit, as you can see. I don't groom or nothing. My hair is down to me, you know what I mean? Scruffy and looking shaggy and all that shit. Like, yeah. But one thing for sure I don't do is forget that I don't like black people. I hate black people. The hate is fucking real, man. I can't emphasize that too much more. I can't emphasize it too much more. The hate is fucking real. When you got a homeless cat, when you got homeless motherfuckers, homeless motherfuckers even still uphold that bit of, you know, the white supremacist system. They getting drug all through the dirt, you know, they getting drug all through the fire and shit. But one thing they never forget, you know, they might forget all kind of shit. Forgot where they was born, forgot their birth date, you know, forgot that, you know, they don't even know what the fuck day it is. But I can tell you one thing they know that, hey, they hate black people. The hate is real. They know that. Crazy. That's a crazy concept to understand. That's wild as fuck, right? They definitely don't forget that. You don't even got to go to the homeless. You could just go to the middle class, middle America. To the middle class, to the middle America. Or motherfuckers even not even just middle America, but I still consider middle America, even though it's not technically middle America. They still operate just like middle America. Virginia, the motherfuckers over there in the mountains, in them hills, like the hills have eyes people. Yeah, they completely live like shit, eating roadkill, all that, you know. But one thing they ain't gonna never second guess is hate. I always want to sit down and just pick a somebody that a racist brain, somebody that hates black people's mind, and not even on no, you know, conflict or, you know, battling or what have you. I literally just would like to know, cause I would literally feed them. I would literally feed them. I set up a whole interview. I'll get them a room, let them wash their ass and all that shit, just so. Or I might want it to be authentic. Nah, stay your dirty ass self. You know what I mean? Stay scruffy and, you know what I mean? All that, shaggy. Just for this interview. But other than that, like, I really want the truth, basically. I don't want no holding back. Like, you can even call me nigger. You could say whatever it is that you need to say to express your hate in the interview. I would love to do that. Anybody that hear this on the replay or what have you, and you a racist towards black people, towards black Americans, specifically foundational black Americans. Yeah, I would like to know. I would, if you nominate yourself, hey, I would definitely like to do that. Have a conversation and pick your brain. Like, I would like to know, like, what is it? Is it something that you're trying to hold up, or keep up for your grandpa or your grandma? Like, who is it? Who is it? What is it? What is it that you gotta uphold this shit? What is it that you gotta keep the shit alive? Cause even though you exist, there's motherfuckers that's still denying it. There's people that are still denying that you exist. There's people that's thinking that you're some type of fucking, gargoyle or like you don't even, you know what I mean? You never even exist. Like, there's no such thing as hate. There's no such thing as racism. Like, you gotta be out of your rabbit ass mind, man. Like, boom, like, see what I mean? Like, events like what's happening right now is showing you that hate is real. Even when, look, check this, follow me on this. Even when black people ain't nowhere to be found, ain't no proximity or none of that shit, that hate is so real that they take it out on they self, on their own. Excuse me. That's how real it is. When there ain't no other motherfucker to hate on, to show that hate for, they hate they self. They hate they own. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm fucking lying. That's how real that hate is. That's how real that shit is. But check it. What the people that do all this hating, what the people that have all this hate in their heart is going through right now, I don't think it's ever happened ever in the history of this earth. Ever, in any time period. And from my analysis, from my hypothesis of this shit, I look at it like they're not even able to handle the weight either. Like, they so deep in it, man. They so deep into that hate shit, that their beliefs of the hating and white supremacy. That look. I don't even look. I said this in another live as well. Their ancestors did not foresee their descendants, their offspring and what have you. They did not see them reacting the way they are right now, because their ancestors ain't like this. Like boom, I give it to them. I give it to them in this day and age, in this time period, this era. I don't think nobody's stupid, but we have technology, we have information moving fast. You know what I mean? So there's definitely can't be no dummies. You know what I mean? You have AI, Chat GPT, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? For fuck's sake, I used to sell papers when I was in college. So yeah, I understand. I understand it. I don't believe there's no dummies right now. So I give it to them. They're probably smarter than their ancestors was. But as far as that shall I say, trying to get the terminology like they don't have that savage in them. They're trying to, as you can see, they trying to hold up the legacy of this fuck shit, of the hate, of the racism, of all of this. They're trying. But even their ancestors did not foresee a time such as this where, hey, all that you put out, man, hey, it's eventually going to come back to you. It's eventually going to start, chipping away at you, from the kneecaps. Start at your feet all the way up to your knees. I believe right now that it's past the knees. I think it's at their waist. They like a torso right now. They like a torso right now. But their ancestors did not foresee a time like this. They thought it was just gonna be on autopilot. You know what I mean? Like think Willie Lynch. Think Willie Lynch. They thought it was just gonna be, oh man, we got it down. The system is in place. Like this is a well-oiled machine. Like there's no way in the world we can self-destruct. I don't even think they even thought of self-destruction on some real shit. I don't be giving any of this shit more credit than it needs. More, I don't give the credit to the evil. I don't give credit to evil at all. About the only thing I can say is I'll acknowledge it. And I'm too concentrated and focused on how to combat it. Like I don't give it the credit of, oh man, it was, that's a beast over there, or man, we can't beat them, and like, yeah, I don't even think that type of way. I hate motherfuckers that be even thinking that type of way, doubting ass niggas, or anything really. But especially with shit like this. I just read something about, boom, the National Guard is being deployed to Chicago. And one thing I'm gonna say about that is, I don't like that my people is glorifying. I've never liked this, way before this time period, even when I was younger. I've never liked how my environment would glorify degenerate shit like violence and, drug dealing, or even just going to prison, going to jail. People would glorify shit like this. Like I know people that got locked up and then they get out and motherfuckers is giving them a welcome home party. That alone is degenerate as fuck. But with that said, let me stay on track. What I was saying about the whole National Guard being deployed to Chicago, and why I said what I just said just now. You got cats making videos saying like, "Oh, y'all don't want to come to the rack or what have you," and it's like, my nigga, you don't own the crib, you don't own the water company, you don't own the electricity company, you don't own the phone that you even made this video on. Like, how serious can I take you? How serious can I fucking take you? Like, there's like way bigger shit going on, man. There's way bigger shit than going on. I don't care about your switchy or your fucking 30 clip or what have you. Like, come on, man. You could kill me and you still gonna have that problem. Matter of fact, you gonna have bigger problems. Like, come on, bruh. Wake up, my nigga. See, when I was younger, I would wake niggas up on shit like that. Like, for example, when you get jammed up with the police, you wolfing and shit. You getting all loud, or you trying to resist, or whatever it is you trying to do. To me, it's prolonging the whole process. It's prolonging the process. I'm mad at you about that. We sitting here on the curb and shit, cuffed, and you sitting up here talking back to the police. This nigga got the ups on you. He got the dog out. He's ripping the back seat up. You know what I'm saying? He ripping the whole front seat up. This nigga tearing the whip up, trying to find whatever. You know what I mean? Mind you, just 10 minutes ago, you was, John Gotti. You was Scarface. Like ain't nothing, can't nothing touch you. I hate that type of nigga. It's like, we gotta stay focused, my nigga. Focus. I don't give a fuck about no rims. I don't give a fuck about, the next blunt we rolling. Like, yeah, we rolling it. Yeah, I'm gonna blow. Yeah, but shit, come on, man. Like, it ain't that serious. I'm still focused on the big picture, on the big fish. My enemy has never been the black man. My enemy has never been the black man. There's a whole powerful force out there that's you know what I'm saying? Like that has controlled every activity, everything that you do. And it's driven off of hate. It's fed by hate. It is literally fueled by hate. I didn't learn this till I got older, that it's actually a perpetual hate. Perpetual hate is always, never stops. Look, you live rent free in their mind. If anybody was to ask me, if I would tell you this, it's so deep that the only reason why a motherfucker gets up and they have any kind of pride, any of that white pride or whatever the pride, any of these other groups too, because I could say I'm from the generation where I see it in the other groups too. So I'm never going to leave them out. I'm going to, attach them to their master, to the ones that they want to be like or what have you. Shit, I'll give them that. Like, yeah, most definitely. You got your twos and fews and shit, but hey, that don't move me. That don't change nothing for me. So yeah, it's perpetual. You always will, well, like I was saying, boom. it's so deep that the only thing that matters, you might think that they big ass house or they car or bank account full of money and shit means a lot. Nah, man. No. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't what makes them get up and, shall I say, feel like they piss excellence. I piss excellence. Like, yeah, that ain't what makes them feel like that. Nah. The money, and all that shit, nah. The privilege, nah. Well, the privilege, I could say, yeah, that lines up what I'm about to say. Most definitely. As long as they could wake up, and be on top of you, we could pause that. I never really fuck with pause for anybody that's listening to my lives or seen any of my videos and I say pause. I just be saying it on some, funny type shit, just trying to relate to the youth. I ain't grow up saying pause. And I grew up with Cameron and Dame and all them as far as listening to them niggas. It was always funny. But as far as, maturity, yeah, I don't need to pause nothing. But anyway, shit, as long as the motherfuckers wake up every day and they know they are in better position than a black American, than a foundational black American, that's all they need. They don't really care about the bank account. All that is just a given. All that is a given. It may not have came from hard work, which we know, the wealth, all that. We know it ain't come from, actually, putting in the work and all that. We already know that. And they know that. But one thing I could say, it's kind of like what I just said about the homeless man. The homeless man will look you dead in the face like, damn, you know what I mean? 1 minute, this nigga was all, taking advantage of the full benefits of being white. And then now he on the side of the road begging for money and shit. Scruffy, hide up, going through withdrawals and shit. Ain't wash his ass. They don't even do it when they up. So, but anyway, even that nigga knows that equation. They'll look you dead square in the face and they know that, hey, as long as I'm white, I'm better than the blacks. That's how they look at it. Here in America, most definitely. I believe it's like that across the world. I believe that it's like that across the world. In your Icelands, your fucking Irelands, all those. I believe it's, they believe that same way. The whole stadiums be full. I always say this, the stadiums be filled up with motherfuckers, mediocre motherfuckers that are watching the black man dribble the ball down the court, watching the black man run the ball down the field, you know what I mean? And then they go right back to their regular scheduled programming. And please believe, while they watch you dribble and run that ball, they ain't forgetting the common, the main, you know what I mean? The main thing. They ain't forget that shit. They like, hey, we hate them. Thank you for entertaining me, nigger, but we hate you. After this game, I'm going to go back to hating you. Because it's perpetual. My Heavenly Father told me that. I didn't always know that. And then when I heard that, man, it was so profound. It explained so much. It made me feel, I was like, man, that explains this and this and that and that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's why when I walk in there with a typed up resume and creased up khakis and button up and yes sir, and you laying down your credentials and your qualifications and shit, and you still don't get the gig, but this little bum ass nigga walk in, some white boy walk in, look like he just rolled out of bed, trying to cosplay you from 10 years ago, because they be late with shit, you know what I mean? These niggas walking around looking like Nelly right now. Big ass white tees and shit. These niggas walking around looking like the Saint Lunatics right now. Big ass white tees with headbands and wristbands on and shit. Jabot jeans and shit. Like, let's be honest. The bitches is, doing the same thing. They trying to cosplay the black women from like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. It's weird. It's weird as shit. It'd be the white girls and the Mexicans. Matter of fact, Mexican, I'll give them to them. The Latinos is a little bit ahead of the whites though, but they're still behind the blacks though. But everybody is on some like, sitting from the mountain, sitting from the top of the building with the binoculars, like all watching us like a motherfucker, studying the shit out of us. Shit. Yeah, the hate is real though, man. The hate is so fucking real, shit. It's so real. It's really real. It's so real that when we ain't around, it's gotta come out like the teapot. It's like the teapot effect. Like, it's gotta come out of them. So they take it out on themselves. They take it out on their own, man. They take it out on their own. No one wish no death on nobody. That's what what you're noticing as well. They trying to project it onto us like as if we had anything to do with this shit. And it's like, man, a lot of us didn't even know who the fuck homeboy was, man. We didn't even know who the fuck the nigga was. And if we did see a video of this nigga talking bullshit, hey, we just dismissed it. We didn't subscribe to it or what have you. We just let it fall by the wayside. We didn't even worry about this nigga. We don't even worry about motherfuckers like that. Let me go watch this cooking video, you know what I mean? My lady, the sister is sitting up here cooking a nice little meal. Let me go give her some support. Like, we ain't giving no shine to shit like that. The ones who gave shine to shit like that, of course, now that you see, boom, he's gone. All these motherfuckers come out the woodwork. Like, and you like, damn, it bothers me a lot that it's a lot of, 20-year-olds and teens and 30-year-olds like him, which this nigga look old as fuck. But, they have so much hate in their heart, and it's like, damn, what? Where did y'all get that from? But, if you ask me, I already know where they got it from. They got it from the motherfuckers on their way out. They got it from the motherfuckers that are on their way out. That already was living that miserable ass life. Pocket full of money, got a boat, got a truck, got a caravan, got a, you know what I mean? Go on vacations it's like clockwork. Everything is just so scheduled and American and, you know what I mean? Then they end up getting leprosy and fucking cancer and all kind of shit. But be living, fuck black people from a safe place. Don't even got no black neighbor, no nothing. About the only black people they see is when they go see their son play football and they gotta play a black team or some shit. And even then, the wife be sitting up there gawking over the little high school kids and shit. Tell me I'm lying. The wife over there gawking at the parents that's sitting on the other side, on the other side of the field, on the bleachers. This is the only black people they see, other than Pornhub or what have you. And now that you got the internet, the YouTube and shit, yeah. That's why views be so high and shit on our shit. Yeah, notice it. They be all in our comments, all in our spaces, all that shit. It's wild. Don't think that it's like support. Nah, man. It's really a hate. That's a hate. The hate is real. It's so real that, hey, man, look. I don't know how I can put it to you. A hate can be so fucking real that somebody would be obsessing over you. Like it's an obsession. Remember that whole story Othello? Remember that movie with Mekhi Phifer and them? Yeah, that's a crazy ass movie. I'll never forget that. I gotta watch that here soon because I like to wait like fucking a whole decade or more and then watch a movie again and try to see if I still remember it. But obviously but I don't remember it part for part right now. So yeah, that's one of the movies I gotta watch again, Othello. Oh, you know what I mean? But yeah. It's like that. The hate is so real, they're obsessed over you. They're obsessed over your shit. That's deep. It's so real that it's an obsession. Peace. Peace. Stay blessed. Stay safe.